Hello everyone, this is Derek with Rock Rash Off-Road, and let's talk about some halos. What they fit, what's needed, and a quick how-to on wiring the halos in operation. So, what we have here in front of us, this happens to be our ultimate halo kit. We do have them available just as a standard halo kit without the fog lights. Now the headlights are 45 watt Osrams. With a sharp cutoff, and the same thing with the fog lights, but these are 30 watt Osram, and they have a very sharp cutoff so you're not blinding anybody. In the event you are getting, once you have these things installed, in the event that you are getting flashed from oncoming traffic or something like that, you just need to re-aim them, and then that'll alleviate that problem. Or maybe if you're towing a trailer to an event or show or something like that, which I would be doing with my JK, and I get people flashing me at night, yeah I do, but I'm pulling a trailer, so it's squatting the rear end of the Jeep. But anyways, these have EMC and anti-flicker built in. The EMC takes care of all the electrical interference with your radios and your CBs and all that, so you're not getting any interference from there. The anti-flicker is for the JKs that are notorious for the anti-flicker on them because of the way they pulse the power to the standard headlights. They have an IP rating of 67. And then on the back of these things, they do have moisture vents. So, unlike your factory one, which is just a sticker, these have actually got these vents right here, so the moisture sticker or the vent doesn't fall off and you get water inside. Now, these are not completely waterproof. They've got two holes in the back here to vent pressure and moisture in and out of them. So, you know, they're not a submarine. But then again, if you get your headlights that deep in water, you have some other issues. So, they are backed by a limited lifetime warranty. If they are submerged and you get water in them, that's the only thing we won't cover that. Now, if the halo quits working or if the headlight quits working, that's usually what happens. If you have a problem, that's usually what happens. But luckily, we've never had an actual headlight failure, whether it's a high beam or low beam. Every now and then we'll have a bad halo, or the box will go bad for whatever reason. Let us know. We'll take care of that. The warranty takes care of that. So, like I said before, this is the ultimate. This fits the JKs and the JLs and Gladiators with the fog lights. The JKs, this is a direct fit. You don't need any conversion plug or conversion brackets or anything. With the JK kit, they automatically come with the H4 to the H13 plug for the JKs. The CJs and TJs obviously have the H4 plug right here that just plugs right in. You don't need this. It comes in the kit. You don't need it though, so you put it off the side. Now obviously with the halos with the JKs, the fog lights with the JK, excuse me. Up to 2009, they had this plug. Anything after, you typically have to cut the round plug off that's a pain in the butt and splice in this other plug, which I do recommend because this plug is a lot nicer. And the round plugs have a tendency to fail. I used to sell the fog lights with the conversion harness. We were having a lot of troubles with them, and once we eliminated that, we never had any problems with them after that. So, the standard headlights that we have, without the fogs, you know, they fit the TJs and CJs, like I said, but they also fit like Volkswagens. Anything with a 7-inch round headlight. You know, I've done buggy shows, and you know the Volkswagens, they want the LED and halo love also. So they were happy to see me at the shows here the last couple years. So, with the JL and the Gladiators, you do need this bracket kit right here. Now this is our 105 watt headlight mounted in here so you can see how it looks like. In the kit, the bracket and the conversion harness is included for the JL and Gladiator. So that's in there. So that's available on our website separately. Just check it out, rockrashoffroad.com. Now the fog lights for the JL and Gladiator get a little technical. There are 3 different fog lights in those. There's the Sport, and then there's the plastic Rubicon bumper that's on the Sahara and the Rubicon, and you have the 3-piece optional metal Rubicon bumper. With these brackets that come on this, the standard plastic Rubicon bumper, these will fit in. The Sport bumper requires another bracket, which are available on our website. They just pop on. There's just 2 clips here on the other side. They just pop off and they pop right on, and they'll go right in the Sports. They're direct bolt replacement. Now for the metal 3-piece bumper, I've seen people modify these and fit them in, but there's a company called Maximus 3. They make an actual metal bracket that goes in, and you're able to mount these in there with no issues. So the headlights, when you plug them in, like we talked before, there's your JK, there's your H4, and let me power these up real quick so you can see what they look like. I'm going to power this one up right here. This is going to be your low beam. The camera does not like that. And this is your high beam. You notice that this one right here is your high beam when you're running down the road. These are all DOT compliant. So if you get stopped in the state or something like that they require inspections or anything, right there it says the DOT right there. So I have had customs in the past stop some of my shipments, and I've had to supply the paperwork and everything to show that they're compliant, because I buy them, and when they're declared when they come into the States for on-road use. So I have to make sure I have all the paperwork, which is no problem. Now the Halo box, I'm going to power it up here in just a minute. When you get this Halo box, it's over here to the far left, almost off screen. There's, for the Ultimate kits, there are 4 wires, obviously 1 for each wire. The standard Halo kit only has 2, and that's pretty self-explanatory, 1 to the left, 1 to the right. It's not labeled on either kit. But on the Ultimate kit, there's 2 bunches of wires here, just like this right here. And these plug in to each one of the headlights, which I've got plugged in right here. Now when you take the bunches, you take 1 bunch to the left and 1 bunch to the right. If you cross those over and get 1 to the left, 1 to the right, and either one of those bunches, it does some crazy things with the Halos. Doesn't let them work correctly. If that happens, just unplug them. Make sure you run the left and the right on the 2. So let me power these up real quick. I'm going to turn the lights off so you can see them a little better. I actually have these turned down via the app. You can turn the brightness up and you can turn them down. I've got them turned down because the camera does not like how bright these are. Now every time you plug these in or turn them on, it's going to revert back to the last known color or program that you're running. This here is just as a demo mode. I've been bugging these guys for 2 years, and they finally put in a demo mode for me. So if you can see here, sometimes it's a little tough with how bright these are, the different effects that these things have. You can see the reflection in the projector. Sometimes in the projector you can see the reflection a little better than what's actually out here on the color in the camera. At night and when on the vehicle, they're awesome. Now driving down the road, typically you can only have white and amber on. Some states you can get away with, or they don't have any laws with colors. Here in Michigan, where we're based out of, white and amber only. Stationary white and amber, because there are some that spin and do some different things. So when you do wire these up, there are anywhere from 4 to 5 wires. The new boxes that we have 5 wires. They have some new effects available. You'll see them here as it's rolling through the different colors and effects here soon. If you want a newer box so you can get the newer ones, let me know. I got to get some more. I'm almost out of them currently right now. And I'll sell you an updated box with the new effects. Now you have your positive, which is red, and your black, which is your negative. I always tell people to run these to a switch. You can run these to, you can hardwire them in if you wanted to. You can run them to, there's a fuse underneath the hood and the fuse box on the JKs that you can hook up with as like a DRL. When you turn the key on, you get power. Now, if somebody's driving your vehicle and they don't have the app to control these, it would be nice for them to be able to switch them off so they don't have any problems for law enforcement and stuff. There's two to three more wires. There's a blue wire and a yellow wire. Those are the turn signals. I'm going to touch power to one of these here, and just like the bundles of wires, these are not labeled as to left or right. You have to touch power to them once you have everything plugged in to know which one's left and right. So let me touch power. This one actually is the blue wire. I believe I've already figured this out. So the left, it'll be the headlight on the left blinking. So it will blink the amber, and if you notice, it turns the fog light off. And then once it realizes there's no more signal coming to blink that amber, it turns everything back on automatically. It's a switchback. When you run these in the JKs, you can wire them right into the grill. Is the two signal wires that you need. You have your running light, and then you have your turn signal. Obviously, you need the turn signal for the blinking amber turn signal in the halo. Obviously wired into that. Headlights, or the halos, do not, and I've run across this, do not source power from the actual headlight plugs themselves. As a lot of you know or don't know, the TIPM in these JKs pulse the power to the lights, and that's what causes the flickering in inferior LED headlights, because it's pulsing the power, because LEDs are instant on, instant off. So it's going to do the same thing with the halo. The halo box does not have anti-flicker built in, so you're going to hear a buzzing noise. They're going to work, they're not going to work. It's going to drive them nuts, and you possibly could burn that box up. So please source power from either directly from the battery, or to, if you have a switch system, which is perfect inside, dedicate one to your halos, label it so everybody knows who's driving it. There is a fifth wire sometimes included. It is a halo compliance wire. The instructions are included in the box on how to wire that up. Some places won't let you even drive with halos on. So as a reminder, you hook this wire up. When you turn the headlights on, it turns the halo off. Like I said, the instructions are included in the box. In the app that runs this, there are 121 different modes to run all the effects here, and it's just scrolling through. I'm not sure if it ran through them all, but it ran through quite a bit of them where it was, because this is a demo mode, you might see it doing one color and switch, but the effect is the same, but it rolls through the colors to show you the different colors that are available. It's got a color wheel involved, or mode, so you can pick your color and leave it. You can also save it. So if you want a specific amber, you want a specific blue or green or orange or whatever million different color wheel, they've just got the color wheel, and you can save. It's got a bunch of pre-programmed ones in here, and you can save it, make it brighter, darken it up in here. So, and here's obviously the music when the instructions are included in the box. I'm going to let this video run here a little bit so you can see some of the other different effects here if it didn't roll through them all. So, but if you guys have any questions, reach out to us. It's info@rockrashoffroad.com. These are all available on the website, rockrashoffroad.com. And on the website, there are links to our Facebook and our Instagram. So, enjoy the light show for another minute or so here, and talk to you guys later. Thank you.